She saw your message. She put the phone down. That silence hits harder than any no, and your brain starts writing stories. Today we're talking about exactly that moment, what it actually means when a woman doesn't call or text you, and what you should do next so you don't talk yourself out of your own value. Welcome to the channel, gentlemen. This space is for men who want clear thinking, practical action, and relationships that feel respectful on both sides. Here's the uncomfortable conversation starting take. Silence is communication. Maybe it means low interest. Maybe it means she's testing whether you'll keep chasing. Maybe it means she's overwhelmed or keeping options open, or simply doesn't feel urgency because you've shown you'll carry the entire conversation. All of those are signals. None of them require you to beg for attention. When you overinvest with calls, paragraphs, and just checking in, you don't raise attraction, you reduce it. Attention is only valuable when it's scarce and grounded in self-respect. Another angle most men never consider: her phone behavior mirrors the frame you set. If you train the dynamic by always replying in seconds, planning everything, and apologizing for having standards, her silence is a cue that the balance is off. If you dated well, led clearly, and then gave space, her silence might simply be a normal rhythm, not a crisis. Either way, your job isn't to decode every minute. It's to protect your time, stay busy with purpose, and let interest reveal itself without pressure. In this video, we'll break down the honest meanings behind delayed replies, how to read patterns, not one-off moments, and how to respond in a way that keeps your dignity intact. We'll cover when to lean back, when to make a clean decision, and how to communicate without sounding needy or cold. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been rocking with the channel, good to have you back. Keep it simple. Observe actions, match energy, and move with standards. By the end, you'll know exactly what her silence is telling you, and how to act like a man who listens to himself first. 1. She saw it. She chose silence. Remember October 4, 2021, when WhatsApp went dark worldwide? For hours, nobody could send or receive a thing. That was silence with a reason. Most days aren't an outage. Most days, silence is a decision. She saw your name, your message, your invite. She weighed it against her plans, her mood, her options, and she passed. That's not evil, it's information. Use it. Here's the rule men forget. Attention is currency. When you keep spending yours on someone who doesn't spend back, you train her to feel rich without investing. You become the free entertainment, and the more you perform, the less it costs her to ignore you. Not because she's a villain, but because incentives work on everyone. Silence is a signal. Sometimes it means low interest. Sometimes it means she's testing leadership. Will you chase? Will you argue? Will you beg? Sometimes it's a boundary. Too much, too soon. Whatever the case, your move is the same. Slow down. Don't reward silence with pursuit. Reward it with space. Practical frame. You sent a clear, upbeat message that invited a response, an invitation, a time, a question with purpose. No reply for 48 hours? Assume she saw it. Withdraw politely. Get back to your life. Work, gym, friends, projects. If she follows up later, great. If not, you just learned early, and early is cheap. Want a response that actually reveals interest? Mirror investment. One message, one follow-up days later if there's a genuine reason. Then you're done. No paragraphs. No, did you get this? No emoji escalations. Silence is her step. Your restraint is yours. The men who can pause win because they create contrast. Scarcity makes your presence feel real. Here's the controversial part. If she wanted to talk to you, she'd find a way. Busy people still answer the calls they care about. They step outside, they text after the meeting, they send a quick voice note in the Uber. When someone becomes a priority, logistics bend. When you're optional, they don't. That clarity isn't harsh, it's liberating. Also, check your training. Did you respond in 5 seconds every time? Did you over-explain, over-apologize, overshare? You might have taught her that you'll carry the energy. Shift the pattern, be warm, not available on demand. Lead with plans, not paragraphs. Then let silence do its job. Expose reality. If there's a rare tech issue, she'll say so. If there's genuine interest, she'll make it obvious. Until then, stop selling. Become the man whose time costs something. The man who can wait. The man who moves when there's a yes and moves on when there isn't. 2. Over-texting destroys attraction. Mistake. Chasing with back-to-back messages the same day. Correction. Send one clear text with a purpose and give it room to breathe. A 24 or 48 hour window is standard. Patience communicates you have a life. It also gives her the chance to meet you halfway. Mistake. Writing essays to prove your value. Correction. Keep it short, specific, and directional. 1 or 2 lines beats a paragraph. Drinks at 7, Thursday at Grey Goose. Free after 6. You in? Clear plans create momentum, monologues drain it. Mistake. Texting to entertain. Correction. You're not her show. Use messages to set logistics, not to audition. Save the fun for the date where your presence lands better than punchlines on a screen. Mistake. Turning texting into customer service. Did you see this? Just following up. No worries if you're busy. Correction. Remove the neediness padding. Ask once, then step back. Your silence after a clear invite is the standard that filters real interest from convenience. Mistake. Overusing emojis and exclamation marks to inject energy. Correction. Let your plan carry the energy. A steady tone with a concrete invite reads confident. Sprinkle warmth when it's earned. Don't spray it to salvage a flat response. Mistake. Good morning and good night rituals with no foundation. Correction. Those belong to reciprocity, not recruitment. Establish mutual interest first. 1 or 2 solid dates. Then routines can feel sweet instead of sticky. Mistake. Instant replies at any hour. Correction. Build a healthy response rhythm. Early on, check twice a day. Answer when you're free, not when you're anxious. Consistency beats availability on demand. Mistake. Debating feelings over text. Why don't you reply fast? What did I do? Correction. Don't negotiate attraction by phone. If there's friction, invite a call. If she declines and also avoids plans, the message is clear. Act on the pattern, not the excuse. Mistake. Flirting like a friend. Endless memes, no escalation. Correction. Lead. Light banter, then a time and place. If she keeps it playful but dodges logistics, match the signal. You scale down investment and move on. Mistake. Texting when emotional. Correction. Wait until you're calm. Impulsive paragraphs read heavy and create pressure. Clear men communicate after they've cooled off, not while they're trying to relieve tension. Mistake. Fishing for validation. Did I say something wrong? Are you still interested? Correction. Assume you're valuable and let her show interest with action. Curiosity is fine. Insecurity is repellent. You vet as much as you hope. Mistake. Ignoring timing context. Messaging during her known busy windows, then taking silence personally. Correction. Learn her rhythm. If she often replies evenings, send your invite in that lane and give it space. Framework to keep you grounded. Purpose, plan, patience. Purpose means every message moves things forward. Plan means you offer a clear next step. Patience means you stop after you've done your part. Text to schedule. Call to connect. Date to bond. When you hold that frame, you stop selling and start selecting, and attraction grows in the quiet you're no longer afraid of. 3. Backup, then be unavailable. Being backup isn't declared, it's implied by tiny habits. You reply fast after hours of silence. You sound excited after she ignored your invite. You teach her that you're always on the bench, warmed up, waiting. Mirror pace instead. Short reply, clear plan or no chase. Calm energy, not eagerness. Late night wide after a week of nothing. You say yes. Now you're the convenient stop, not the destination. Set lead time. Another night works. Thursday 7 or Saturday 6. If she only appears when she's bored, your schedule should be busy. Story views and constant likes. You don't text, but you feed attention from the shadows. That's silent chasing. Mute her stories for a week. Let your attention carry weight again. Eyes off the scoreboard. Therapist texting. She vents. You listen, you fix, but you never meet. Empathy is fine. Endless coaching kills attraction. Acknowledge once, then steer. Happy to talk. Free Thursday 7 at Luna Bar. If feelings never translate to plans, step back. Favors without foundation. Rides, errands, edits, intros. You're useful, not chosen. Keep generosity for people who invest too. A simple rule: date first, favors later. Check-ins with no purpose. How's your day? What's up? That's placeholder energy. Use your voice to move things, not to hover. One message that sets direction beats 5 that prove nothing. Triple confirmations. Still good for tonight? Just checking in again. You teach her to treat your time as flexible. Confirm once. If she ghosts, you close the loop. No worries, another time. Protect your calendar. Never offering your windows. You bend to her rhythm and hide yours. Offer 2 times that suit your life. If neither works and there's no counter, the interest is low. Believe it. Softening your standards with elol. You say what you mean, then pad it with emojis so it doesn't feel firm. Stop shrinking your voice. Be warm and clear. Clarity beats cute. Long explanations. You apologize for being busy, for sleeping, for working. You write paragraphs to keep the connection alive. Keep it simple. You don't owe a defense of your Tuesday. Phone in hand, life on pause. You wait for the dot to appear. That's scarcity thinking. Turn alerts off. Feel your day. Attraction grows in the space where your purpose lives. Reschedule spirals. She pushes twice. You accommodate every time. After the second shift, pause the dance. Let's reconnect when your week frees up. If it matters, she'll reopen it. Early gifts and playlists. You invest like a boyfriend with no foundation. Show up, don't shower. Presents first, presents later. Drunk replies and midnight essays. You leak need. Sleep on it. Text in the morning like a man with oxygen. Reading silence like a riddle. It's not a puzzle, it's a position. Backup is earned by availability. Priority is earned by boundaries. Choose your side with small actions. If she treats you like plan B, your best move is to be booked. 4. If she wanted to, you'd know. Think about your day. You return your boss's email even when you're slammed. You text back your friend about the match because you want the lineup. You answer the courier's call so your package doesn't bounce back. You plug in your dying phone before bed, half asleep, because tomorrow matters. That's how humans behave around priorities. We make small moves fast even when life is noisy. Dating isn't a separate universe. It runs on the same daily choices. If she's interested, you'll see little signals that cut through the chaos. A short reply that sets a time. A quick voice note between errands. A simple, Thursday works, 7? These aren't grand gestures. They're the tiny courtesies we already give to work, family, and friends. Interest doesn't always speak loudly, but it shows up reliably. Look at your own phone habits. You ignore some group chats for days and answer others in minutes. What changed? Priority. When a message carries meaning for you, you find time. Maybe not instantly, but soon. She's navigating the same reality. People keep do not disturb on, yet allow favorites to break through. They leave most chats on read, yet reply to the ones they care about while walking to the car. If you're not seeing those micro efforts, you're not high on the list right now. Yes, people get busy, exams, deadlines, family drama, that happens. But even on hard weeks, interest peeks through. It sounds like crazy day, free sat after 6. It looks like a reschedule that includes a counter-offer, not an open-ended, maybe later. Busy is a schedule. Interested is a decision inside that schedule. This is where men overcomplicate things. You read silence like a riddle. You zoom into her stories for hidden meanings. You search for the perfect line to crack the code. There is no code. There is a calendar and a choice. When you're a priority, contact gets simple. When you're not, contact gets vague. Your best move is clarity with calm. Offer a plan that respects your time. Coffee at Terra, Saturday 10? If she wants it, she'll make space or propose an alternative. If she doesn't, she'll drift. You don't chase the drift, you match the signal. One follow-up days later, if there's a genuine reason, then you let the thread rest. That restraint protects your dignity and reveals reality faster than any clever line. Make this your daily standard. Treat interest like you treat meetings, meals, and the gym. Scheduled, intentional, and mutual. You don't beg your trainer to show up, you book, you arrive, and you train with whoever's there. Do the same here. Set the invite, watch the pattern, and keep your life full. If she wanted to, you'd know. If you're not sure, that's your answer, and your cue to move toward people who make it obvious. 5. Tests happen, don't play. Scenario: you set a plan on Wednesday. Friday, 7 p.m., that new ramen spot downtown. She replies, sounds fun. Friday rolls around. At 5:12 p.m. she texts, hey, my friend just invited me to a rooftop birthday. You should swing by. No apology, no reschedule, just a side door invite into noise you didn't choose. That's a test. Not cruel. Simply checking whether you'll abandon your plan, chase her to a party, and fade into the background as the extra guy. What not to do? Don't argue. Don't write a speech about respect. And definitely don't sprint across town to hold her coat while she collects selfies. That teaches her you're flexible when she's flaky, and it guarantees more last-minute pivots next time. What to do? Stay warm, steady, and brief. Looks fun. I'm sticking with our plan for 7. If tonight doesn't work, let's do Saturday at 6. 1 line, 3 messages. You're composed, the original plan still stands, and there's a clear alternative without punishment. If her interest is real, she'll choose. If her interest is casual, the quiet will tell you. Maybe she pushes back. Oh, you're no fun, just come. Don't debate. Another night works. Then you go live your life. Meet a friend. Hit the gym. Eat the ramen. Sit at the bar and enjoy your evening. No performance posts. No, look what you missed. Your calendar is full because you're a man with purpose, not a man waiting to be promoted to her plans. An hour later, she throws up a story from the party. Sparklers, loud music, tags everywhere. Another test. Will you chase validation? Resist the urge to comment or watch the view count. Mute if you need the temptation gone. Attraction grows when your attention isn't for sale. Next day, she texts, sorry, last night got wild. Most men jump to replan instantly. Don't reward chaos with speed. No stress. Saturday 6 still good? If she confirms, great. Arrive on time. Lead, keep it light. If she replies, let me see, you scale back again. 2 wobbly moves in a row is not momentum. It's a pattern. Belief patterns. Why this approach works? Tests are really about emotional leadership, not control, not pressure. Leadership. Can you set a plan, hold it, and adapt without losing your center? Your message becomes, I'm available, not disposable. She gets it without a lecture. If she counters with effort, can we do Sunday at 5? I'll book the table. That's interest. Reward it. If the behavior stays messy, late invites, shifting plans, hot-cold replies, exit cleanly. Let's pause. If your schedule clears, reach out. Then mean it. No grudges, just standards. Life already runs on boundaries: work, sleep, training, family. You protect those. Apply the same to dating. Tests will pop up. Smile at them. Don't play, lead or leave. The calm, consistent man is the attractive man. 6. Match energy, lead or leave. Quick gut check, answer fast. When she takes 24 hours to reply, do you feel a jolt and type faster, or do you ease off and let the pace match hers? Your first instinct tells you where your frame is. If you speed up when she slows down, you're chasing. If you breathe, wait, and keep your plan steady, you're leading. Interactive mirror. Think of the last thread you had with her. Read your last 3 messages to her, out loud if you can. Do they push, explain and convince? Or do they invite, clarify and stop? If you hear a sales pitch, you're mismatching energy. Rewrite one of those messages right now. shorter, clearer, with a simple next step. Feel the difference in your body when you send less and mean more. Micro scenario. She replies maybe to your invite. Your move. A. No worries, what works for you? B. All good. I'm free, Sat 6 or Sun 5. Pick one if you're in. Pick B. That's leadership without pressure. You offered structure and then you stopped. If she wants it, she chooses. If not, the silence closes the tab for you. The 24-hour challenge. Set a rule for the next week. You send one purposeful message per thread. If there's no reply, you don't double. You wait a full day while you live your life. Work, train, meet friends. If she reappears with effort, you respond with the same effort. If she drifts back with wide, you set a time or you don't engage. Write that rule down. Follow it once. Notice the calm that shows up. Script swap. Replace, did I do something wrong? With no stress if the week's packed, shoot me a time that works. Replace just checking in with, let's try Saturday at 6. If not, we can skip it. These lines do two jobs. They keep the door open and protect your time. Say them in your own voice. Keep them handy. Decision timer. If the pattern is hot-cold for 2 weeks, ghosts, maybes, late replies, you make a call. Sit with this question. If a friend told me this story, what advice would I give him? Whatever you'd tell him, do that. Often it's scale back or move on. You already know, the timer just forces action. Body check. Before you text, scan your posture and breath. If you're hunched over, refreshing, you're about to overinvest. Stand up, step away for 5 minutes, then send the shorter message. Matching energy isn't a concept, it's a nervous system habit. Leadership moment. You propose, you pause, you watch the response. If she engages, you lean in. If she stalls, you lean back. If she repeats the stall, you exit politely. Say it with me once. I'm available, not on demand. That line lives in how you act, not how you talk. Your turn, open your last chat, pick one message, and tighten it by half. Then put the phone down for an hour. Matching energy starts now. Lead or leave, and let the right person meet you in the middle. 7. No reply, next option. Silence is feedback. It's not the end of your story, it's the end of that thread. The most powerful men you know make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Apply that here. When a woman doesn't reply, you protect your time, you keep your standards, and you move to the next aligned option, without anger, without speeches, without turning her into the villain of your week. Use a simple timeline. You send one purposeful invite with a clear time and place. If there's no response after 24-48 hours, you send one calm follow-up. A lighter version of the same plan, or a new slot that actually works for you. If there's still nothing, you close the loop. That's it. 3 moves max. Invite, follow up, close. The closing line is polite and final. Timing seems off. If you want to reconnect, reach out. Now the ball is out of your court, and you stop dribbling a ball you don't have. Adopt the selection mindset. You're not pleading to be chosen. You're evaluating fit. Think of your time like prime real estate. If a tenant won't sign, you show the unit to the next qualified applicant. That's not cold, it's responsible. Dating is two adults trading attention, effort, and time. When one side stops trading, the market closes. Educate your instincts with a clear filter. Green is genuine interest. She replies, proposes a time, or reschedules with detail. Yellow is inconsistent. Warm words, slow actions. Red is non-response. Days pass, no counter, no plan. Green gets energy. Yellow gets patience once. Red gets closure. This teaches your nervous system to stop rewarding uncertainty. Write these 2 scripts into your phone notes so you don't improvise under pressure. First follow-up. No worries if the week's busy. Free Sat 6 or Sun 5. If that works, great. Close out. Let's pause here. If schedules line up later, message me. Read them out loud. They sound calm because they come from self-respect, not from frustration. Next, redirect your focus. The human brain hates open loops. Close them with action, book a class, lift heavy, call a friend you've been meaning to see. Set a goal for your craft or work and move it forward 1 inch today. You're not acting busy, you're actually busy. Purpose is the antidote to rumination. Remember, agency goes both ways. She's allowed to be unsure, overwhelmed, or uninterested. You're allowed to prefer clarity, that's compatibility at work. When you honor her choice by stepping back, you also honor yours by stepping forward. Respect creates cleaner outcomes than pressure ever will. If she returns later with effort, "I'm free Thursday, can we try again? I booked us a table." Great. Treat it as new data, not as proof you should have chased. If she returns with vague energy, "We should hang soon," you hold the frame. Cool. Thursday 7 works. If not, we can skip. Patterns decide, not promises. Final lesson. Your dignity is a habit, not a speech. Practice it in small moments. Invite clearly. Follow up once. Close the loop. Then choose the next option. Another conversation, another project, another day lived on your terms. That's how men turn silence into momentum. Silence is still a message. Read it, respect it, and move on with standards. You invite clearly, you follow up once, you close the loop. You match energy, you lead or you leave. You don't argue with patterns, you align with purpose. The man who protects his time becomes more attractive, to himself first and then to others. When interest is real, it moves toward you. When it isn't, your life keeps moving anyway. Keep your calendar full, your mind calm, and your values firm. Available, not on demand. That's how you turn unanswered texts into momentum and better connections.